Hello and welcome everyone. Yeah, as you can see, I have a new Mun Rover. I've been basically just playing around with the VAB, and I've been really insanely busy, and I have some good news and I have some bad news for you. The good news is I got a Mun Rover. I landed a habitation module and a new station or whatever it is you want to call for my rovers. The bad news is, remember that new one I was talking about, how exciting and fantastic it's going to be? Well, yeah, about that. I kind of broke it a little bit. Yesterday, Saturday, I should say, I dedicated basically a whole day to playing this game. Not my best idea ever, and not very productive, but it's always productive when you're playing this game. Yeah, so I landed a habitation module, and I also had my station or whatever, and I have the docking ports on the side. I docked them up, and it was flipping side to side, and it was actually kind of funny to me. But I was just sitting there watching it, and I used the save feature, and yeah, I before I even connected both of them together, and that module wasn't really like a great module or anything either, because there was a lot of little problems with it and stuff. But whatever. The whole thing it went boom. So yeah, I basically, after that thing got destroyed this morning, I'm basically just kind of dedicated a few hours to trying to figure out what I'm going to do from here. And I almost got to the point with building all these station pieces and stuff like that. Well, I should say moon base pieces, that I basically almost got to the point where I was about to say, we don't need a moon base. This is just too complicated and too hard for me to do. I don't even want to try it. Ooh, those lights are kind of bright. Yeah, I turned the lights off. So yeah, I got to the point where I was almost gonna just give up and say, no moon base. It's not gonna happen. It's just too complicated, too hard to do. Then this game likes to do this. I think this game is just deep down in the code. It's just sadistic and loves to see you squirm. I got down to that point, and then all of a sudden, I got the station down, and then after that, once I got the station down, it basically got down to the point where I was like, well, the habitation module doesn't weigh as much, so let's see if we can get it down. Because if I can land that, I can land the other things. When you build a rocket, I know a lot of you guys are more experienced, so but I mean, when you build a rocket and you have a specific weight on it that is a lot more than, the thing you sent before, let's say, if you're building like a space station, let's say, it's going to work perfectly the next time if the next piece weighs less. I mean, if it weighs more, you're going to have a little bit more challenge, but, if it worked and you still had some leeway, you always got to look for the leeway in this game. I don't, like I said before, I don't really bust out a calculator and everything else just to see if I can get something to work. I just do trial and error. If it doesn't work, go back to the VIB and fix it. That's the way I see it. And if I want to do something, I will keep trying until I'll do it. Whoa. Yeah, gotta stop playing with the camera. I basically just keep trying until I can figure it out. And for the most part, I'll have days where I'm basically pulling my hair out because I can't get anything done. So anyways, on another note, let's talk about my videos. I'm surprised that you guys are loving my videos. I uploaded a few of them just as, just to see what would happen and to see if any of you guys would actually like any of the videos. And apparently, I mean, I guess I'm the only one that's really doing moon rovers for, long distance based moon rovers. And I'm pretty happy about this. I mean, if you guys, gonna build some moon rovers, I forgot who it was in the comments, but I think it was Pulse. If you're gonna, make a moon rover, yeah, I'd be more than happy if you would, make a video response to it. I don't really mind. It's not gonna be a big deal to me. I mean, as long as you're not like, oh yeah, this is my moon rover. It's the, like this one right here. And, it's the exact same thing that I built, like down to the T. And you're like, yeah, this is mine. It was my creation, my idea, my design. I did not take this from anybody else. I mean, I know this can idea has been used by a lot of people, but it's just, I like to see people, when I watch a YouTube video, I look for the unique stuff. I want to see something that I've never seen before. And if everyone else is going to make, this exact same lander with the exact same functions and the exact same purpose, then it's not going to be as fun for me personally. I mean, I don't know about you guys. I'm not saying don't steal my ideas. I've never said that before. I would love to see you guys build one of these things and upload a video response to it or something. But, whatever. Anyways, with the video frequency, I'm trying to get it to where I'm gonna put out a new video every other day. So, I mean, it's a little bit demanding. Not on the video editing part, but it's just like, getting 15 minutes together worth of an episode for you guys. I mean, even if it's like 10, I'm not really big on that whole 15-minute thing. Like, oh, it has to be exactly 15 minutes, but. In my opinion, I like the shorter videos that just pack as much in as possible, because it's just kind of annoying when you watch an hour-long video and it really doesn't give you much information on anything. It's just kind of boring. So, yeah, I'll talk about the rover here for a minute. This rover is amazing, like just absolutely amazing, I tell you. I didn't expect it to have the same kind of function on Kerbin as it does on the moon. The maneuverability, I mean, you guys have been watching here for, 5-6 minutes now, or however long I've been recording. I don't really keep a timer on it. I can just touch the button, touch the the key. And, just even going at 12 meters a second, this thing just turns, like, I can almost turn it on a dime if I want to. But that has also proven to be a big problem, because if I do turn it on a dime, this thing will just roll uncontrollably, and basically all these panels go bye-bye, and eventually it just, it catches on fire, and Ceylon and Danbury do not like how hot fire is. I don't think anybody does, but yeah. Stopping on this thing too, it's a little bit like a tractor trailer in a sense. You work your way, as far as slowing down, you just gotta work it in, just real slowly. That's what she said. You just gotta keep tapping on B, drop it by 3-4 meters a second, then just repeat, back and forth. Repeatedly pressing B. You should see this thing when I actually move the huge modules. It literally is like a freight train. You have like this huge module. It's, up to here in a sense. And this thing just, like, it's like trying to stop a freight train. Like, I have to just, if you listen, yeah, don't think what I know you're thinking. If you just keep doing, that's basically what you gotta do as far as for braking. Otherwise, the whole thing will just flip over. The trailer thing, I haven't implemented yet, really, as far as on my moon base with anything. I'm going to, set that up, and I'll maybe make a video of me hauling one of these things around, probably the station part, because that, or the dock up part where, it's like the refueling kind of station thing. I'll probably do a video of that just to show you guys a little bit how it carries it, and what it looks like and everything, and just kind of how funny it looks. But yeah, I have a lot more videos to come. I'm running out of content, but at the same time I keep on making new things. So the content it's not like I'm running out to the point where I'm gonna stop making videos. It's just that when you upload 10 videos and you just do it constantly, the last thing you just kind of start running out of not ideas, but just more of it's like I could show you a 20-minute video of me driving this thing around, but I generally like to cut out all the stuff for you guys, because I know you don't want to see that. Nobody wants to see a 15-minute or 20-minute video of me just driving around this stupid module. I mean, it's not a stupid module, it's a nice module. No, I mean, nobody really wants to see that. Nobody really wants to see you launching a big rocket, getting into space, and then going all the way to the moon. I get a little bit bored with that, and a lot of the Let's Players, not that I have anything against what they're doing, it's more of, just, it gets kind of boring. It's not, you can only see that so many times before you just kind of don't really care that much. It's like, oh, you got a big rocket in space, cool. Now, just so you guys know, like, this part connects to right there. So I lift up one of the legs on this because it's got 6 legs, and then I just drive right under, because this thing's a little bit bigger than, it can't really fit into that gap there. The one thing I'm finding that this game should have is like a ruler. Like, you can click here and then drag it to there to see how big that is, and then you could click from here to there and then see how big that is to see if it will fit in the gap. And yeah, that is what she said again. Okay, let's turn on the parking brake. Yeah. So, thank you guys for watching. If you like what I'm doing, subscribe, and there'll be more to come. Thank you. Bye-bye.